So if you haven't heard, Super Mario Galaxy 1 plus 2 is coming to the Nintendo Switch. I chuckle because technically Super Mario Galaxy 1 is kind of already on the Switch with 3D All-Stars, but they stopped producing 3D All-Stars. So if you never got it, then you don't really have a way to play it. So they're re-releasing Super Mario Galaxy 1, but also Super Mario Galaxy 2. Now, here's the cool thing is that if you get it at least digitally on the eShop, you can get both games separately. And obviously it's going to be a little bit cheaper. I mean, it's going to be half the price, essentially, right? So in Canada, for example, if you get the double pack, which comes with 1 and 2, either physical or I guess the digital double pack or whatever, it's like $100 Canadian, right? Which I guess is $80 USD. If you get only one of them, it's $50. So you can get just one. So if you do have 3D All-Stars, like, well, I don't really need, Super Mario Galaxy 2, Super Mario Galaxy 1, I just want 2, you can do that. But the question I would have is if they're going to be updating Super Mario Galaxy 1 on the Nintendo Switch 2, because on the Japanese website for Super Mario Galaxy plus Super Mario Galaxy 2, which again is technically a Nintendo Switch release, but it's going to have a Nintendo Switch 2 version. So there's going to be updated content for that. So on the Japanese website, it actually specifies some specific features on the Nintendo Switch 2. By the way, if you enjoy this kind of content, leave a like, subscribe for more. It really helps the channel. Do a variety of Nintendo-based content on this channel. Non-Nintendo gaming content goes on another channel, youtube.com/JSkeleton. Let me throw up the screenshot. Again, this is directly from nintendo.com/JP. And again, I'll link it down in the description below if you want to see it for yourself. But you can see the release date, October 2nd. And here's the updated content specifically for Nintendo Switch 2. We're going to have screen display compatible with Switch 2 displays and higher resolution TVs for a clear display. So essentially, you'll be able to have probably 4K. They don't specify that it's 4K. It could be 1440p for all we know. But I assume it's going to be at least upscaled. It's not going to be probably native the way, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom have their Switch 2 versions. But more like all the other games are kind of getting upscaled, I guess you could say. Well, here's the interesting part. Right under that says supports Joy-Con 2 mouse operation, which makes sense, right? Because you got the motion controls. So instead of doing motion, if you want to do mouse, you can do that. I don't know why you would want to do mouse over motion, personally speaking, right? Because motion, you're not really confined. You can kind of move however you would like freely. Mouse, you're kind of confined to like a surface area, if you will. But nonetheless, it is interesting that it has been confirmed that it does support Joy-Con 2 mouse operation. So again, the question is, would Super Mario Galaxy on the 3D All-Stars version get updated as well? I would think maybe unlikely, maybe at some point, but I don't know. Again, it's kind of weird how Nintendo does things, right? Re-releasing Super Mario Galaxy, first of all, 3D All-Stars having been a limited release in the first place was kind of weird, but either way, it supports Switch 2 mouse operation, and I'm curious, is that something you guys would see yourself using over the motion controls? I'm curious how many people would actually use the mouse controls over the motion. Also, I'd like to know, if you already have 3D All-Stars, do you plan to get the bundle pack? Maybe just a collector, you'd like to get the physical version that comes with both, or do you plan to only get Super Mario Galaxy 2 or neither? If you never play these games, or even if you have on the Wii, these are amazing games, and honestly, I'm really stoked that they're coming to the Switch 2, and I'm still waiting, like many, for Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD. I mean, we're literally getting Super Mario Galaxy for the second time on the Switch. At this point, and we're finally getting Super Mario Galaxy 2, which is really exciting. Again, it's 40th anniversary for Mario, makes sense, but we need Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD and Nintendo. Okay, all right, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe for more. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Till the next one, game on. We'll see you guys later.